Alright, this is gonna be one of them weird, maybe hard to follow fucking videos, so I apologize in advance, but I hope that you watch it. This is my belt buckle. I've had this belt buckle since I was a fucking young teenager. This belt buckle has smashed several people in the fucking face over the years. I don't know how old it is. I don't believe it's a fucking real Civil War belt buckle. I just don't. Although the back of it is kind of fucking weird. It's got these weird... I'll just show it to you. See how... No, it's kind of fucking odd. But I don't really think it is real. But I've always dug it. It's real brass or whatever the fuck it is. But the point of this video isn't about this buckle. It's about what the belt buckle kind of represents to me. For any of you fucking people that have a very expensive free public education, that CSA stands for Confederate States of America. And this kind of pertains to the video series that Dangerous Dan did, and this is something that I have been sitting on in my head for a while, and I just never got around to making a video about it. You know, I have said numerous times in my videos about things that our government has done, our state and federal governments have done, and I have said, look back to your grandfather. Would your grandfather have stood for this? Would your great-grandfather, would his grandfather have stood for this? And for many of us, where does that put us? It puts us right there to the Civil War. Alright. A lot of the times I reference the 20s and 30s, but that never, you know, like, but the people of that era have eaten this. And I had mentioned it pertaining to the 1934 Firearms Act. And I may have even said this in that video, whichever video it was. People have been taking more and more shit as time has gone on from our government. Like I said, both state and federal. And I, myself, have always traced it back to the Civil War. What I mean is I will ask the same question, but I will rephrase it. Would pre-Civil War Americans have taken the fucking shit that they fucking take now? Would a pre-Civil War American, you know, 1860s back, pay for the privilege to put a fucking fishing hook in the water? Alright, I've never gotten into this just because I've been kind of waiting for the right time, but the right time never comes around for certain videos. I gotta say that myself, personally, I've always kind of held the Confederacy in almost a high level of admiration. Now, what I'm going to get now from people that come across this video that don't watch my videos is a bunch of fucking response videos with pictures of beaten slaves. And you guys can suck my fucking fat cock. Alright? What I see in the Confederacy is truthfully the last time a large group of Americans stood shoulder to shoulder, looked at the federal government and said, hey, fuck you. Whatever they were saying fuck you about, okay, I'm not having the debate of states' rights versus slavery. I don't care if it was slavery. The last time a large group of Americans had a pair of balls, stood the fuck up with their shoulders back, and flipped the fucking feds off and said, hey, eat a dick. You notice that has never happened since the fucking Civil War? I'm not talking about shooting people and muskets and AR-15s and all that crap. It's a mental fucking thing. It's almost like, how do I put this into words that people will understand? It's almost like a beaten dog. You ever know someone that beat their dog and how their dog fucking, or at least was cruel to their dog and how their dog would react to them? Like if they raised their voice, it would cower down and kind of like hide. It's almost like the American people react to our government. The government that is supposed to guarantee our inalienable rights to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, all that shit. It's almost like we as a people cower down like a beaten dog, a beaten child, or a beaten woman. Is that what your fucking forefathers fucking shed blood for? Right or wrong, whatever the Confederacy was really about, thing that the Confederacy was about to me was people fucking standing up for themselves. And like I said, right or wrong, we live in a fucking world now where nobody stands up for anything. And, you know, aside from making these fucking videos, what do I really do? Nothing. I don't know. I don't know what to say or what to think, but I'll tell you what. That was kind of a piece of why that fucking video that Dangerous Dan put out struck me so well, struck me so strongly. Is that since I was young, I've had this theory, this thought, these ideas floating in my head about how people react to the government now. And how really that was the last time anyone fucking stood up to the fucking government. And then he makes this fucking video about this legal shit that I don't really know about. That's why I made the video I made a little while back about asking people's opinions. Because, legal shit, I'm like a retard when it comes to fucking looking shit up on the internet. But all I know is that this kid fucking makes this video, which basically, through what he is saying are like laws that were created. This kid makes this fucking video that spells out exactly what I've been fucking thinking for fucking 15 or 20 years. That fucking, I don't know, like I said in the video I made to all you people, it's almost like if you watch Dangerous Dan's video and my videos together, it's like when they say when you play Pink Floyd with fucking, what's that fucking stupid movie? The Wizard of Oz. They fit together perfectly. It's almost like if you watch my videos asking questions, why is our government doing this to us? Why is my government making me do this? Why are they taking this from me? Why don't they recognize this right and this freedom? If you watch my videos and then listen to what Dangerous Dan says in his videos, in his series, it's like a question and an answer. I don't know. Fuck you all.